Hello snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Lib Tech Golden Orca. This board features Mervin's C2X camber profile, which is a minimal reverse between the feet and then an extended camber section under each foot out towards the tip and the tail. This is going to give it play between the feet but a little more precision and power underfoot. It makes it a little bit easier for riding pow as well as initiating turns. This board is available in 150, 153, 157, and 161. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that had overcast skies, snow falling, heavy wet pow, dust on top of crust, chop, chunder, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. The overall flex of this board comes in right around a middle of the road, all mountain freestyle. You do get a little bit more play in the tip and the tail right where the end of the C2X is. So right where it comes down, you got this sweet spot. And then it stiffens up through the insert packs, and right where that reverse is in the middle, it gets playful again, and the torsional flex matches that. When it comes to stability, the width, the core construction, make this board a pretty damp ride. You do get a little bit of chatter out in the nose and the tail. It never fully resonates underfoot. And with the way the C2X profile is, it's easy to get on top of really rutted out terrain, so you can just sort of lean back, get up on top of it so you're not just slamming into it. If you do slam into it, you're probably going to get your body jarred and feel that a little bit. But when you're on top of it, it's going to plane on it perfectly fine. This has more snap than the regular Orca. You notice that right away. With the independent camber zones, it's easy to engage and get pop. You do pop a little bit more off your back foot, so what you put in is what you're going to get out. And knowing that this has a little bit more snap and just a different tail shape, you can boost a side hit, launch a pillow popper, or send a roller with ease. You never really have to worry about it getting up in the air. While it's not the most butterable board in this category, it does work. You do have that flex in the middle coupled with that reverse camber, so you can really manipulate it. And when you get your weight out over the nose or the tail in that sweet spot, you can really press in it. The only time that you notice an issue is when you get sideways with it. It can get a little hooky. I blame the magnet traction for that. Just those added contact points coupled with this camber profile, it can get a little hooky. Are you gonna have to work for a butter on this? Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as other boards, but it's not gonna be as easy as other decks in this category as well. Basically, if you know how to butter, you're not going to have a problem with it. If you don't, it's time to learn because it's probably going to give you a little bit of fight. The edge-to-edge power transmission is quick and nimble, and a lot of that is due in part to the C2X camber profile. You've got independent steering zones with those camber sections underfoot that are accentuated with the torsional flex due to that rocker in the middle. So you can just really be quick and snappy edge to edge, or you can be laid back and subtle when you're in a carve. Now when you do lay it over, there are some serious limitations when you're really driving it hard off that back foot, flexing your knee into the center, really trying to apex that carve and get it to swoop out. You'll figure that out really quick, and once you do, you're like, okay, I can't go as deep and as hard as I want, but I can still carve with it if I need to. Short, tight, quick carves, medium, mellow carves, and like I said, even those deep, hard, aggressive carves, you can do it, just there's limitations with it. Overall, this board is really easy to turn with, and it does what you want. It never feels overly demanding, like you've got to be on top of it with your A game, but you can bring your A game and rail a turn when you absolutely need to. Who's this board for? Someone that wants to add a freestyle Orca to their pod. So I spent the day riding around on this, asking myself, what are the differences between this and the regular Orca? Sure, it's lighter, it's snappier, and it's got a different tail shape. And by and large, there's not too many differences. They feel almost the same, like it's a marginal difference. If anything, this is a little more all-mountain versatile than the regular Orca. So for everyone that bought a regular Orca and was like, this is gonna be my one board, and then I'm gonna do everything with, this would actually be better for it. But otherwise, it's a marginal difference comparatively between Golden Orca and regular Orca. Like I said, little lighter, little snappier, different tail, so it's a little bit better at riding switch. Comparable boards, the Ride Warpig, the Yes Orca, the Nerd Relic. Binding recommendations, the Bent Metal Transfer, the Rome DOD, the K2 Formula. This has been my review of the Liberace Technologies Golden Orca. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you gonna buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.